At a certain point for me, it just became about making more money, and which is nothing wrong with that. But for me, it was a bit of a soul suck, and I just felt the Lord saying, this isn't what I made you to do. So my name is Ashley Jones, and I am the First Priority District Director for Houston North. I came across a job posting on Indeed, and I read through it, and I thought, well, I feel like I could do probably 80% of that, so I'll go ahead and apply. And so I applied, and I started the interview process and worked through it. And at the time, Shane, who's my now boss, said, we love you, we'd love to hire you, but we're not ready for you yet. Are you okay to wait? For me, it was more about being in the right role, not just the next role. I was a little bit of a slow burn, honestly, with First Priority, because I personally, my husband and family and I had walked through some church hurt. And so knowing that this was a ministry and knowing that it was so heavily influenced by networking in the church, I thought, oh Lord, you can't possibly be calling me to do this. And the Lord really did a lot of work in my heart in that time to prepare me to walk into networking with churches and to make connections with churches again. And so our first club was yesterday, actually. It was at Oak Ridge High School in the Woodlands, which is part of Conroe ISD. Incredible, two young men at one particular church. They didn't actually even know each other. They got so excited. They came up to me afterwards and they said, we have to do this at our school. We officially launched yesterday, September 3rd at Oak Ridge High School, and it was incredible. We had 10 students and we had 6 club coaches and adult volunteers that were in the room. Because we start and we end with the local church, right? We just get to be a resource to those student pastors. And then when they let us get in front of their students, the process of empowering students to share their faith it's actually kind of several layers deep, right? So when I'm talking to students, I'm like, I want you to understand that your experience with Jesus matters. And it matters because people will see that it's authentic and it's real, and they will come to know Jesus because of that. And then the Encounter Week is the week where we ask students to invite all of their friends. Bring as many people as you can, and we'll have one student leader share their testimony, their faith story, and then we'll have another student have a clear presentation of the gospel. And the heart represents that God loves us. So in the beginning, when God created all of the world and the entire universe, right? He created us for relationship with Him. And He loves us and He wants to be in relationship with Him. However, sin divides us, right? Every choice we make that goes against God's standard, right, is sin. And that divides us from Him. Because we can't meet that standard, Jesus came and He died on a cross to cover that sin, to pay the price that I couldn't pay, I could never pay. And so Jesus rescues us. If someone is walking around this world and they feel purposeless and they feel hopeless and they feel like their life doesn't matter, and yet they long for more and they believe that there is more, the question is, what will you do with Jesus when God has said He has a purpose for your life?
One of the coolest things I've got to witness is just kids in the classroom setting, before school, at First Priority, sharing the gospel, talking about their faith, talking about their struggles, talking about friends that they have at school that they can then go share the gospel with, that they can pray for.
You can start from nothing and become something big. Our club started with 3 people 3 years ago to at least a full classroom every time.
Talked to this guy named Xander, and I just randomly asked him what his name was and if he believed in Jesus, and he was like, oh my gosh, you're the person I've been praying for. I've been praying, I just moved here, and I've been praying that God would just help me find somebody that I can be friends with that knows Jesus and that can put me closer to Jesus. And he was like, thank you, I know God is real now. My prayers have been answered because of you in this conversation.
And so when I think about Houston, my heart for it, Houston will become a city that is known that God's name dwells here. When people think Houston, they go, God is doing something really big there. And I just happen to think He's going to do it through teenagers. I really do.